Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, and today today I was just going to see what the universe had in store to send us as a message, and it looks like we got a couple cards already. Nostalgia and the storm. Okay. Focus on the here and now. Every hurricane comes to an end. Okay, so maybe you recently dealt with that hurricane. I know I did. My city is still recovering from that. But it can also be like an emotional storm inside your head. This can be talking about taking the past thoughts, the past pattern of thoughts we've had, and moving forward. So it could be you need to talk to someone and get some therapy. And therapy doesn't have to go on forever. It can just be like, I went through a really traumatic experience and I just need to get all this out to somebody. And you can go to 2 or 3 visits. You know, you don't have to dedicate yourself if you don't feel like you want to. So it's saying you're focusing too much on the bad stuff that happened to you in the past, and we need to focus on the good stuff that is happening now. And a therapist will help you through that. Also, people like me that read and do spiritual readings and stuff like that, we also want to help you. And that's why we do these readings, is that we're trying to use spirits, opinions and stuff to guide you to the correct mindset, essentially. Okay. So step 1. Be honest with yourself. If you think I'm lying, it says it right there. Be honest with yourself. Okay. Step 1. Be honest with yourself. Okay. How old are these bad thoughts that are going on in your head? Is this like years old? Be honest with yourself. How long have you been replaying the same thing your parents said to you in your head, and you haven't even seen them in 2 years? You get what I'm saying? Okay, sometimes we take those thoughts and stuff and keep them as our own. Okay, villain. You can always rewrite the story, and she has that music, or the shell is playing music, and she's gonna break it with a rock. Okay, she's stopping those bad words that keep playing on in her head. So if you watched that message about that was a message for my sisters. It was about how not everything is black and white, and not everything needs to be looked at as possible and impossible. You can do anything. The result depends on how much effort you put into it. So this girl, she is no longer going to put any effort into listening to this stuff. She's cutting it off. She's stopping cold turkey. Okay, what do you need to stop cold turkey? Okay. Okay, morning. The world awaits you. Okay? If you want to know when to start a new habit, the first thing when you wake up. The first day when you wake up, start that new habit. If you want to, first thing you wake up, go brush your teeth, go to the bathroom, take your shower, take your vitamins and a protein shake, drink your juice, eat some eggs or whatever is healthy for breakfast. Skip the coffee if that's what you're trying to do. Cut out the sugar, whatever you're trying to do. Okay? First thing in the morning. Because for the rest of the day, it will make it easier to continue on. Because if you start at the end of the day, you're just going to be busy miserably thinking about all the stuff that you ate or did that was not in line with your new plan. So every morning your new plan starts. Okay? It's time for healing, not war. All right, so we don't need to be like allowing ourselves to feel bad for what we've done in the past or how good we are at something. So I am the first one to say I suck at cooking, and a lot of my issues with eating healthy is that I didn't, because I've taught myself, I didn't know how to cook vegetables or meat properly. Without them being icky or a nasty mess or completely bland. So I had to put forth that effort of having many dishes that failed to get to the point where I realized what flavors and what foods I like to mix together. Okay, it's time for healing, not war. So she sees all that stuff, all the stuff that's not working for her. She's looking around saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to make my own life. And instead of being spiteful and giving up, she's saying, what can I make with that dust in my hand? Okay, so for me, I look at all the food I have and I say, what can I make with my food? And what can honestly, with AI chat and stuff like that, like my friend at work was telling me, you can literally ask them to make you a weekly list with recipes and a shopping list. Like, there's no excuses anymore, in my opinion. And finally, we've got Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. So this all feels a lot like, I'm messing my stuff up. This all feels a lot like you just don't believe in yourself enough and you need more self-confidence. And even the people who look most confident, it may be a facade. The people who look the most confident are usually the people who are trying the hardest to look confident. So look toward the people who are quiet, observers, content with themselves, don't speak loudly, only speak up when it's necessary. Okay, they say things the right way that doesn't hurt people's feelings. Okay, that's the kind of role model you need to be looking for. Not those loud and proud alphas, no offense alphas, but sometimes you need to turn it down just a tad, because you don't got to control us all. We all know how to do stuff. You just got to lead us. There's a difference between controlling and leading. Okay, leading, people want to follow. Controlling, people don't want to follow. There's and a lot of people want a reason why. Why am I doing this? Why am I listening to you? Okay. So I feel like that's what you need to look inside of your head and realize. So let's move on to the Lenormand deck really quick. And I just need to, it hits a little bit hard home. It hits a little bit home. You know what I'm trying to say. That message did, because I had a lot of negative thoughts of believing I wasn't good enough, but you just don't realize, like, most people are not as judgmental about you as you are about yourself. Like, every artist is their own worst critic, because we think we can do better than we are. And honestly, any little bit of progress is progress. So again, my spirit guides keep bringing me back to that. Create a new routine and then start it first thing in the morning. Okay, so with the Lenormand, okay, we got the flowers and the bear. So let me really quickly read the meaning, because I always forget what the bear means. I've seen the same bear in a dream before. Okay, strength, power, protection. Okay. And then the bouquet, the flowers, are beauty, art. Okay. So this can be, so this is saying that what we're talking about is you have the strength inside of you and you have the ability to make it beautiful. Your foundation that you're creating is not made on cheating and lying and malice. The reason why your foundation is hard to recognize and your foundation is not complete and it's taken so long is because you are doing it the right way. You are standing strong. You're doing your passion. You're doing what you love. And your foundation is slowly being built upon the good things. So you know how they say, good thing comes to those who wait? It's a very similar energy I think I'm picking up from these cards. Okay. So what situation does the collective need to be aware of to like really take in the point of this reading. Okay, we got the stars. And we got, okay, so I don't think you realize how wonderful of a person you are and how loyal you are and how kind and generous you are and how you are such a good friend and how you are such a good employee, okay, but you're getting taken advantage of, and that's where that snappiness comes from. That's where that fear comes from. I really think you just haven't had a friend or someone there that genuinely recognizes how awesome you actually are. And that is where this self-confidence problem comes in. Because, you know, when people are jealous of us, they're not going to be like, oh, I just think you're the most amazing person, and mean it. Okay, they're not going to say, they're not going to look for the good in you. They're just going to look at the bad things, like, oh, your eyebrows, oh, your lips, oh, your arms, oh, that outfit. They don't have your best interest in mind. Okay, now if you had a true friend who didn't like your outfit, they would come at it from a different angle because they would be afraid that they'd be hurting your feelings. I hope that makes sense. Okay, we got that bouquet again, that love, that gift, that beauty. That is your gift. I feel like the universe is saying yes. The universe is saying take that gift. So I got the bouquet, but then I also got the heart. So I just want to make sure that my understanding is good. Yes. So this is like ultimate love. This is like you love yourself with no questions asked. Yes, with grace. And you express yourself with an open heart, with love. You're giving to people. Maybe you give people an entire ocean, okay? That love, those feelings, they will be admired and accepted by people when you are in the right place. So especially if you've been working at a job where you feel like people are not appreciating you, I would keep looking for another job, keep applying, because it's much easier to get a new job when you already have a job and you're just transferring jobs. So don't quit just yet, okay? I know it may seem like these people are taking you for granted, but everything that you're learning right now is moving you towards the best version of yourself. And you are such a loving and loyal person. And like, are you a Taurus or an Aquarius or something? Like, because you are so loyal. Alrighty, well, that is all I have to say. I feel like the universe has just word splattered all over the place. So I hope it resonated. And if it did, let me know in the comments, or subscribe or like, whatever you'd like to do. That really helps me, and I'm trying to get enough subscribers so that I can go live and talk to you guys there. So let me know in the comments if there's any topics or anything you'd like me to cover. Until then, I'll see you later.